how's it going? Statman coming right back at you today, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review of, you guessed it from the title, Summer of '84. Yes, if you didn't know, this one is actually on Blu-ray now. It is actually out on home video. And if you're sitting here wondering what the hell even is that movie, well, you remember a movie called Turbo Kid? Some of you may remember, some of you may not. But there was a movie called Turbo Kid that came out a few years ago, and it was pretty damn brilliant. I actually have it sitting on the shelf behind me over there, just above the home movies set right there. Yeah, it's right there. Turbo Kid. I watched it shortly after it came out with a good friend of mine, and we both agreed it was freaking fantastic. It definitely had that feel of like the 80s vibe of a movie. And it was like a post-apocalyptic movie with a kid who was really nostalgic for all the stuff that had come before. And he had a bunch of like old stuff from the 80s in this little house that he had made for himself or whatever. And he befriends this android. And they both end up going on some pretty crazy adventures. And I don't want to give too much away, but, you know, meeting up with a pretty bad guy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So think post-apocalyptic movie, Mad Max meets BMX Kids or something like that. I don't know. But it's a really cool movie, and it has probably one of the best soundtracks I have heard in a long time for any movie. So yeah, very cool 80s synthwave kind of a soundtrack, and I loved it. Well, the same guys who made that movie also made this movie. And this one is actually a horror movie called Summer of '84. And I can't, obviously I can't show you the trailer or else they'll like flag my video. But when I saw the trailer for this, I was extremely excited because I was like, oh my god, it's the same guys who did Turbo Kid, and it looks really good. Kind of looked like Stranger Things. Because you got a bunch of kids getting together and trying to, solve a mystery, as it were. And yeah, it was actually really, really good. I was not expecting, what I got in this movie, if you will. I was expecting it to be good. I was hoping it would be good. But I didn't know exactly what I would get because, well, there was no way to watch it before I bought the Blu-ray. You know what I mean? It wasn't available on any digital streaming services. I don't think it's on Netflix. I don't think it's on Amazon. I don't think it's anywhere really right now. And it had literally just gotten out of theaters. And when I saw it was on Amazon for like $12.99, I was just like, ooh, I want to see that movie, so I'm going to buy it right now. And that's exactly what I did. And yeah, you may notice it has this non-official Blu-ray disc case, which is what happens when they don't want to pay Sony, I think it's Sony, for the rights to use the Blu-ray logo, which is also why you don't see the Blu-ray logo right there either. But it is an official release. It's print on demand. See, I'll show you. You got that little barcode there and a sheen to this disc that tells you it's print on demand. But it's a pretty damn good transfer. Obviously, why wouldn't it be? It literally just came out. The movie is brand freaking new. And it's a really good movie. I was genuinely pleased with how good this movie was. Now, at first, it definitely has one of those false positives, if you will. There's one of those moments where you're like, is that really how it's going to end? And then it doesn't end that way. And in this case, much the same way as with like Happy Death Day, I really enjoyed what they did with the ending of this movie, because it did not go the way you thought it was going to go. And it did not go the way you thought it was going to go in such a way that there's no way really to compare it to any other movie, right? Any other horror movie that I can think of. I've never seen them quite do something like that before. I guess there are a few out there. There are a few that have done stuff like this, but not that many. It's very rare to see a movie like this, with an ending like this, if you will. And the actors in it are all fantastic. The story in it is fantastic. The music, which is also done by the same people who did Turbo Kid, is freaking phenomenal, as usual. So, yeah, very good movie. I absolutely enjoyed this one, and I do recommend getting it, even though it comes in this not real Blu-ray case, and it's print on demand, and you have to pay a little bit more for it. You don't get anything extra, not any incredible bonuses to it, and there are some special features on here, but nothing really worthy of note, I don't think. There's a commentary from the director, a blooper reel, stills gallery, and more, but nothing amazing or fantastic is included with this. That said, very good movie, and I recommend checking it out if you get the chance at any point anytime soon. It does have that Stranger Things feel to it, but it also has a bit of a Super 8 feel to it. Not because of like the supernatural aspect. It doesn't really have too much of a supernatural bent to it, but it does have some pretty spooky, creepy stuff going on in it. Reminds me more of something like Unsolved Mysteries in terms of the feel that they're going for than it does of an alien-related thing or something like that. I guess there were a lot of alien episodes of Unsolved Mysteries, but think more crime-related. I mean, hell, if the cover art right there of the missing kid on the milk carton doesn't give you a sense of what to expect, I don't know what will, right? So yeah, highly recommended. Definitely check this out the next chance you get. But that's all I got to say about it. I think if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8, but probably 7.5. It's not the best movie I've ever seen. It's not the best horror movie I've ever seen. But it's definitely a nice, newer horror movie that if you haven't seen it, you probably should check it out if you're a horror nut like me. So yeah, that will do it for me. Thanks for watching, you guys. Catch you later for some more horror movie reviews throughout the month of October for Halloween. Peace.